Woo 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 woo. Do 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 do. Fight evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight. Never running from a real fight. This is the MEGA64 podcast. We will never turn our backs on a friend. We are always there to defend. This is the podcast on which you can depend. This is the MEGA64. Rocco Brody, Derek Acosta, Sean Chatfield, Garrett Hunter. Throw away your other podcasts. This is the MEGA64 podcast. Talking about TV, giving our thoughts on movies, telling lots of shitty stories. This is the MEGA64 podcast. This is the MEGA64 podcast. This is the MEGA64 podcast.
Wow. There you go.
I am fucking real.
Wow.
Yo, it's the MEGA64 podcast, episode 21. Wow, that was quite the opening. Where do you go from there?
I'm always impressed by how this is 21.
This is the 21st podcast. Can you believe it? Guys, we had a lot of technical difficulties going up to this podcast, so if things sound weird, or there's not going to be any music on tonight's podcast, because none of that's ready.
Well, Derek just sang us up.
But Derek is providing, so it shouldn't matter. It should actually be a better podcast.
I can do plenty more, too.
Yeah.
We need it.
Yeah, no, and we will. We will. So yeah, sorry, this podcast is a little later than usual. We were at Anime Expo last weekend, so...
If anybody wants to mash that up with the real song, feel free.
It's fucking...
We could really appreciate that.
Dead ringer.
Dead ringer.
Make a YouTube video about it.
Make a mashup.
Make some mashup.
Mashups are real popular right now. That's when you take a song and you put it with another song.
What's your favorite mashup? Current
I heard a mashup on the radio commercial for 91X. It was a mashup of Rock Lobster and Drop It Like It's Hot.
Oh, nice.
And it went really well together. It was like...
If a nigga trying to come at you.
It was boom, 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 do, 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 drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot.
Speaking of Drop It Like It's Hot, somebody mashed that together online with the Kirby theme from Super Smash Brothers. The and when the pimps try to get at you, drop it like it's hot. Over that, it was really, really good.
That's funny.
You should find that. Listen to
funny.
It. Enjoy it. What? Wow.
We have a lot to talk about on this.
Yeah, we have a lot to talk about on this podcast. We're looking at least 2-3 hour podcasts. I'm just letting you know that right now.
Call whoever you're going to hang out with, cancel your plans.
Or invite them over simultaneously.
I think Sean should say
Or conversely, I should say.
Make your presence known.
Sean's been awfully quiet this podcast. I mean, we're a good 3 minutes in. He hasn't said word one.
You know what? For our next podcast, we should play a lot of dance music. That way people can listen to the podcast and throw a podcast party.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. You get a bunch of friends over, drink a bunch of alcohol, and then you dance, and then you listen to what we have to say. And then you dance some more.
I was informed by a girl that they have podcast parties to listen to our podcast.
Shut up.
You're joking.
There's a girl named Erin on our forums.
Erin?
Mm-hmm.
With an A or an E?
With an A.
Well, it's a boy's name.
I'm just saying I heard they had podcast parties where they had like pizza and stuff.
Are you into dudes?
How many people go to this podcast party?
I don't know. It probably, I'm going to guess 1,000. But I don't.
Guess.
I don't know these things.
It's a good guess.
I don't know these things.
Wow.
Well, hello, Aaron, and all you other
Your party crew.
podcast party players, peachin' pizza.
This
Booty
podcast
tank.
is dedicated to you.
Probably bumping bunnies, rubbing rabbits. What girls do together, you know.
What?
I don't even know what that meant.
I have no idea what that means.
Wow.
Rubbing rabbits and bumping bunnies.
You know that game, Rub Rabbits?
Yeah, it was
You
a
don't know what
game.
that means?
Slapping salamis.
Yeah, you know.
I've played that game before.
Who hasn't?
Crimping clams.
Beating up boxes.
Sean already got it too.
Wait, can you do that?
What?
We can do that.
Sound effects are in. Yeah.
Oh, sound effects.
I gave Derek a hearty one when that theme song was over. Sound
yeah,
effects
I
are
think
in.
Sound effects.
Music's not, but sound
Clams,
effects.
clams.
We have TV shows to talk about. We have movies to review.
Slamming
We have
sluts.
a whole anime expo to describe in great detail.
Great detail. What should we do first? I don't even know. Well, maybe first we should say what's going on with MEGA64.
Nah.
Nah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. What's the latest that's going on? We just we showed the cover of the MEGA64 time.
We
DVD.
told you it would be revolutionary.
That was nice.
Needless to say, no one was disappointed. We showed the cover. We announced what was on it. There's a list on the website, the news page, and all that stuff. There's a lot of stuff on this DVD, but yeah. So it comes out July 26th, and the cover. I mean, basically, just start thinking about drinking Slurpees over the summertime, watching MEGA64 time. Yeah, you see, it's making you thirsty, isn't it?
Thirsty for more information.
Thirsty for more information. Yeah, so we check that out. Check out the video. We have an announcement video. Listen to that. Just getting you ready for summer.
Alright, we're done. We're serious now.
Check out the website and check out the big announcement video where we announced the cover. It's the first clip on our site in high definition, and I think for our first HD clip, you're not going to be disappointed. It definitely
Is that really the first one?
first HD clip. I mean, you know, we wanted to make sure the first one was just something that utilized the full potential of HD.
Weren't our Ghost Recon clips in HD?
Yeah, they were on Xbox Live, but on our own website, this is the first one.
Can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I want to thank. I was really impressed with the turnout at the Anime Expo panel.
Yeah.
I just want to thank everyone who came out there and supported MEG64 because that room was at capacity.
Yeah,
and
it was
if
insane.
you watch the video, my first reaction was like, "How did all these people come here?" Because we don't have anything to do with anime.
No.
No.
Before
Or at
the
least
panel
not much.
started, the girl who was in charge of filling up the room came in, and she was like, "Oh my, there's a line out the door and around the corner. What do you guys do?"
Yeah.
No offense, but who are you?
What do you guys do?
Yeah, and remember, and didn't we try,
hang out.
and didn't we attempt to explain it?
Yeah, no, we just,
I just told her we hang out.
That chick looked confused
We
and
wouldn't-
just like
we wouldn't-
annoyed with us
Yeah.
as soon as we got there.
we wouldn't tell her what we did because we said it was a panel mystery and it was a surprise what we do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were listed in the convention program as the MEGA64 panel of mystery.
When
And,
that panel started and we played "Y'all Ready for This,"
Oh God.
we ran around and danced for anybody of you who weren't there to see it.
Mhm.
I got in this woman's face and freaked so hard all over her. Like, this middle-aged woman, she was not impressed.
She stayed though.
Is she?
I think I didn't see her leave.
Maybe she was impressed then.
Maybe she was. The panel could not have gone any better. Seriously, it was. Speaking more about Anime Expo, it was probably one of the most poorly managed conventions
Oh my
I'd
God.
ever been to in my life, and I think that anybody who went just legitimately just for the convention would agree with me. But the panel, considering all that, the panel could not have gone better. That really blew me away.
Yeah.
Like our whole day there was filled with problems, but that panel went off without a hit. Should we talk about some of the problems? we faced?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I think
we-
someone owes us a whip.
Yeah, I think a certain corporation owns us.
I think that we
owns
should
us a
tell
lot.
your story and we'll tell my story and then we'll combine. the
Okay.
stories.
We're going to combine stories here. So Derek first.
Let me set the stage for you.
Okay.
This was at the Convention Center in Long Beach. For some reason, they decided to set up this expo so that you could enter the exhibit hall from one end and exit only out of the exit at the complete opposite end of the building. So we ended up walking around the convention center about 4 or 5 times. And on our third trip around the building, trying to find where our panel was being held, the room, we come off this escalator, and Garrett is dressed up as Dale Earnhardt's ghost. I think you can see that in the video.
Yeah.
And I was Indiana Jones. I had my whip, and Garrett, he goes like, "Yo, give me a swat." So I hit him in the crotch with it. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this guard comes running over to us. Hey, where are you going? Come here. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Brandishing. We have
Yeah, I
no
was like,
brandishing policy.
What's going on here? And he's like, "You were brandishing a weapon, whipping other people. Let me see your badge." He pulls my badge out of its sleeve from the thing around my neck. Oh my God, this is an industry badge. Oh my God, this is not good.
This is even worse. Your industry.
I cannot believe you would. I have to call this in. And the guy walks off and gets on the phone. And for 10 minutes, nobody will take his calls. He's standing by himself, just hello, hello. Anybody there? And then he stops trying to call somebody. He lights up a cigarette, and the whole time we're just watching him from about 15 feet away, making fun of him, wondering what's going on. Finally, after however many minutes of nobody talking to him, he comes back and he's punched a star into my badge, and he goes, "Okay."
So we think at this point Derek's been rewarded.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm a
The
star.
star system typically.
And the guy comes over to me and he goes, "Okay, this is a star in your badge. Okay, this means you've been warned. All right. Okay, if I catch you brandishing that weapon, we're gonna pull you over. We're gonna take you down to con ops, and we're gonna confiscate your badge. And you're not gonna be allowed in. In fact," and then he adds this. "In fact, that's a real whip. That's a real weapon. You're not allowed to have that. You gotta take that back to your car, or else go home." So, okay, all right. So we do that. After 15, 20 minutes of that guy wasting my time, and I apologize too. I tell him, I didn't know. You could have just said, "Hey, don't do that." And could have saved a lot of time. But whatever. Yeah. We take the whip, we put it away, and that's where I think the story ends until about 2 hours later when Sean shows up.
So I came down a different way. I came with my friends from San Jose, and we just drove the opposite way down. And Rocco says all you need is a business card and your license, and give them to the people, and it shouldn't be a problem to give you your badges.
And we get our industry badge, because that's what we had to do. We had to apply a special way.
Right. So we go down there, and I give him my license, give him the card. All of a sudden, MEGA64, oh no, this is not good. This is not good. You have been blacklisted. You can't get in. And then so obviously I call Rocco, and first of all I'm like, well, why did we get blacklisted? And the lady's like, apparently someone in your party struck a security guard with a whip.
Oh, come on.
Now,
come on.
Struck a security.
The first thing I think of is, well, Derek. But the second thing is like, how does this happen? So we had to get the main guy, and he had to go. We had to call Derek, who was having lunch. He had to come meet us there, and the guy talked to Derek. Derek had to go to his car and get the whip. The guy took Derek's whip.
That was so funny talking to that guy. You're Derek? Yeah. Okay, I have a report here that you were attacking another person at this convention. Well, no, that was just my friend Garrett. He asked me to hit him, actually. Okay, well, no, I heard that you were hitting a stranger. He was your friend? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to need the whip. So I get the whip and I bring it back, and then everybody else tells me, so they said you were hitting a guard? So, I don't know what was going on at that convention, but apparently they just don't want people to be friendly.
The lady at first said that she wasn't sure if we were still going to have a panel because that we were blacklisted.
Really?
Yeah. But
I heard that. I heard
how
that from some
funny
people
would that have
behind
been if they canceled our panel?
Oh, we still would have had a panel. It would have gone from the panel of mystery to the panel of hate, and things would have been on fire.
Yeah. The best part of the whole story has nothing to do with it. We were waiting for Rocco and you to show up, Derek, and there's a guy sitting at a table with a cloth in front of him.
Oh yeah,
he's just sitting there. He's a little.
We should say real quick. He's sitting at one of those tables that you typically see at conventions with the curtains over them.
Right.
Typical thing. Okay.
Right. So this bitchy ass security guard comes up to us because we're leaning on a table, and she just stares at us, and we go, "Do you want us to move?" Well, yeah. So, Blaze obviously a fucking cunt. We move. Then she goes up to this guy. This guy's wearing some anime character, a little hat, vest.
He's Little Hat Man.
I don't know.
Little man.
He's just sitting there. All of a sudden, this lady starts screaming at him. And then, out of nowhere, this girl comes up underneath the table, wiping off her mouth. She's 300 pounds and wearing a bikini top.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
No, I did not know what she looked like.
Yeah, I didn't see her.
So then, security, there's more of them kind of joined around them and yelled at them, and then they both left. And that was the best part, I thought.
Yeah, I think it sounds so.
With that convention is they tried to stuff as many people into as limited a space as they could.
Well, yeah, I think that, not to defend them in any way, because they managed this thing really badly, but they got normally they have Anime Expo at the Anaheim Convention Center every year, and it's always at the same time. They always do it 4th of July weekend time. And it's always at the same time as this Christian convention. You guys saw it when we went to Anime Expo last year.
They were protesting the Anime Expo.
Yeah, and this year, apparently they bought out the entire convention center just so they wouldn't come back.
Wow.
So they got shafted kind of late in the game and had to move it to Long Beach. And not to defend them in any way, but they were kind of stuck with that location, which sucks, but still, they could have managed it better.
Open it up.
Really, like...
Why do they force people to exit from the complete opposite side of the convention center?
It was
literally,
mind-blowing.
I walked around, I circled that convention center at least 4 times.
Yeah, it was pathetic. It was totally pathetic.
And that's like several city blocks. It's outdoors.
It's horrible.
It was hot.
It was totally hot, and there were lines for things. I didn't have to wait in any, thank God. But there were lines for things that extended out. Well, no, I didn't go to any of the event. I didn't go to
The
that.
line to get a badge was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous, and they were all out in the hot sun. Some of them extended into the parking lots, and it was. I mean, that was totally inexcusable. So the whole convention, it was one of the worst conventions I've ever attended in my life. But that being said, I really can't believe how well the panel went. I really thought it was going to be a disaster.
Best panel we've gone to.
I think that's by far the best
it
panel
is.
we've done, like for sure.
It was funny because we were all waiting while people came into the room behind this projection screen.
Yeah.
And we really didn't know how big how full the room was getting. We had our friend Eric. He's like, "It's pretty fucking full, guys. Almost to the back." And we're like, "Yeah, whatever." And as soon as we started running out dancing, like I realized that there's not like an empty seat, and that was the craziest thing.
Yeah, it was completely
What
filled.
else there would have been that full? Like we went to a production
Dragon Ball panel.
We went to a production IG panel about
Aladdin
like,
panel.
upcoming stuff.
Yeah,
and
Production
there was no one in
IG.
there.
Production IG is like the name in anime, like in animation studios and all that stuff. And we
Disney.
were at a convention about anime, and they
Don't
weren't
forget
even full.
Disney.
What's that?
Well, Disney's pretty big.
Disney just
true.
rips off
Okay, you
anime.
win.
They don't make their own.
Shut up.
My favorite anime is Treasure Planet. And,
Did the guys who had the panel
Bugs
after
Life.
us talk to you at all?
Panel after us?
Because like they were saying up as we were leaving,
Oh yeah.
and like that was a fucking big panel. Like I'm like, oh yeah, cool,
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah.
I've never seen a panel anywhere near that crowded before.
Oh really? They said. Oh, I don't know. What was the
Well,
panel
thanks
after
to
us?
everyone who came to our panel.
No,
Yeah,
really,
seriously.
thank you.
Thank you,
The
The fans
everybody.
are great.
And thanks to Eric Badur, helped us film.
Eric Badur was there. He helped us film.
Oh, and for those of you who couldn't tell, our cosplay costumes, they're
Yeah.
a little obscure.
A little obscure.
Rocco was the jazz man
I was
from
Jazz
a
Man.
popular show, which I think you all know.
Yeah.
I was Indiana Jones, and Sean was Mario Speedwagon.
And I was Christmas time Dale Earnhart's ghost.
Yeah, and Eric was the king of pop.
Yeah,
Eric was the king of pop, and he did a
And,
good job paying homage.
And then Frank was there too.
Yeah, a lot of fans were there. We did have some guests with Sean. Jonathan was there. He was Benny in version 2, and Kevin was there. He was the inspector in version 1.
And Horatio cosplayer.
Horatio cosplayer. I ended up sitting next to that guy when I saw the screening of Transformers
Oh really?
at Anime
Apparently
Expo.
he doesn't just cosplay as Horatio.
No, he
Let him
told
know.
me. He told me when I got there, I saw this guy cosplaying as Horatio, and I was like, "Wow, hey!" And he's like, "Oh no!" And I was like, "What?" And he goes, "You just missed it. I just changed out of my costume that I had on before." And I was like, "What was that?" And he goes, "Dr. Pock from Ode to Sue." I was like, "What?" And he goes, "I had the horseogram beanie, kind of an unbuttoned shirt, and a Sharpie mustache."
That's
I was like, and I
great.
missed it. So, needless to say, very disappointing convention.
wow.
But no, it's really cool. Yeah, there are a lot of really cool people. Some of the people that asked us questions. That was kind of the very last one. I believe there was a rather old, drunkish gentleman there.
When he shook all of our hands, and I was seriously so afraid to even look at my hand.
Dude,
Yes.
seriously, last year I remember that guy.
He was there last
Really?
year?
Yeah, he is
Yeah, I remember
just
him.
fucking crazy.
Oh, okay.
He's just touchy.
Oh, well, yeah, I don't know.
And I'm sure he doesn't listen to the podcast.
Probably not.
Friendly guy. But
He's scared. No, seriously, like, if he's listening, like, you come off a little strong and you scare people. So just, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm glad you're a fan, but you do scare people. And I want you to know, tone it down, maybe.
You big old dickhead.
Whatever, dude.
I have noticed across a couple different message boards that talked about our panel, pretty much all of them said, "I was scared by that guy."
Yeah.
Like even staff said, "Yeah, we don't know who that guy was or what that was all about." Like they apologized. But he seemed friendly.
No, he's very
He was
nice.
Very nice
passionate.
guy.
You gotta hand it to someone who's passionate.
Very. He's passionate, nice,
Kissed me?
and just I love him to death. It's like
He
a teddy
kissed
bear.
you?
No?
Okay.
Anything else about Anime Expo?
It sucked.
But we hope to come back next year.
Not really.
No, we'll see. We'll see if it's going to be at the LA Convention Center next year. They just confirmed that, and hopefully it'll be shaped up. It's a much better building for it. I mean, it'll all be within one building instead of making you walk blocks. But hopefully they'll manage it a lot better, and we'd be happy. I think we'd be happy to do a panel again. Yeah?
You know what's fun though is Kevin and
Maybe?
Jonathan who went with me, and I mean after this my fifth anime convention now, and so I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah.
But seeing it through fresh eyes and them looking at everyone like, what the hell?
Yeah,
is
did they enjoy it? I can't.
They had a really good time.
Did they?
They really
That's
did.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Because I never know. I mean, it's
But just like to see them just stare at all these people wearing with the swords that are 5 times bigger than them, and it was fun.
Very strange.
A good
But
time.
no, that's cool. That's cool. But yeah, so we had a good time. Thanks for everybody for going, and we filmed the whole thing. And I should mention that too. The whole thing with Derek's whip and all that stuff. That's all filmed in high definition.
So look for that.
I don't know where you're going to see it, but it was all filmed in 1080i glorious high definition. So you're going to get some good looking footage from that. What?
Anybody? Whipper.
We got a whipper.
Got the whip.
What do we do? We got a whipper.
Hello? Okay, this is a star.
You got a
I don't know
star.
what to do. I guess we just give him a star punch. And don't tell him he won the contest for best costume. But just
I
tell him
remember
that
when we did have to
the
go
one.
meet Sean to get his badge. The
Yeah.
guy running the expo looked at my badge. He's like, "Oh, a star. Oh God, 2 of these and you're out." He's like, he was frightened of the star.
Yeah, it was
He
intimidating.
knew
I was
the power of
intimidated.
the star.
He probably saw
That
it.
star.
That was that star.
Oh man.
Oh, come on, you love it.
Oh, for fun. But no. But anyway, yeah, we had a good. Is there anything else about Anime Expo I'm forgetting? We keep seeming to.
There are a lot of people there.
No one.
Oh,
Oh, go ahead.
what were you gonna say, Gary?
I was gonna say, no one took me up on my offer to trade me some Pokemon.
Yeah, nobody did that.
What's up with that?
kind of
You
a
afraid
bummer.
of a battle? Here's the thing, real quick. I got beef with Pokemon Diamond, and
Do you?
this
What's your
and
beef?
and Battle Stadium for the Wii or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, you want to talk about the
Yeah, I
problem with
want to
that?
talk about.
Okay.
Maybe go to the website, get my email address, email me because apparently I need your friend code to
You
trade
need
or
separate
battle.
friend codes to play the Wii online.
So
game.
check it out. If you got the Wii Pokemon game, if you got the DS Pokemon games, email me. Let me know your friend code. We'll do some trading. I want a Pikachu.
Who wants a Pokemon?
Trade me. I'll trade you. I've got a couple Pokemon. We'll do some battling. We'll do some shit. Let's get it going.
Digimon. We're
No.
all about it.
That's all I got.
So we've been talking about this for about 22 minutes now.
Yeah. Okay.
But at Anime Expo, I got to see on the last. I went myself an extra day and saw Transformers, which is the first screening. But I didn't really technically get to see it because it was 99% people cheering for things, so I missed the entire movie. So we all saw it today. Actually, Sean saw it last night, but the rest of us saw it today, and so I thought we'd talk about
First of all,
about that.
let me make a quick comment about cheering in theaters.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Knock it off.
I'm to the point
Roll up.
where I don't even want to go to a midnight premiere for any movie ever again for the rest of my life.
Our theater premiere, please do not cheer during the episodes.
Yeah,
Jesus.
sit silently and watch.
It just
Right.
drives me nuts.
See, no. Here's the thing. If they cheered during our premiere, I might understand just because the creators of whatever you're watching are there.
That's a good point.
Bullshit.
I think that's different. If Spielberg was sitting in front of me during Minority Report, I might be more inclined to clap than if he wasn't. That's all I'm saying.
You know what? I remember
I just compared ourselves to Spielberg. That's great. Wow.
when
I'm
I was
an ass.
watching The Matrix Revolutions or whatever with
Yeah.
the Burly Brawl, and Neo hits that Agent Smith with a pipe and sends him flying into the window.
Yeah.
I remember that part, and the whole crowd cheered. And I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But when I saw Die Hard, people were cheering every time John McClane was on camera, and it
Yeah.
was so unbearable. To me, you go into a theater, they tell you to silence your phone and your pager, but you think it's okay to keep shouting and fucking clapping? No! Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to watch the movie.
Yeah, when I
Good
saw
point.
Transformers at Anime Expo, people cheered. Okay, people cheered the first time Optimus Prime transformed. Whatever, I kind of expected that. People wouldn't stop cheering when Bernie Mac was on camera. It was like, guys, really, we're doing this, really. So that being said, so we saw the movie. So yeah, we thought we'd talk about it a little bit, go around.
What'd you guys think?
Yeah, what you got?
Well, I never was too into it as a kid. I watched it, but I wasn't like... I could tell you the main characters, but that was really it. I wasn't expecting really anything, and it was better than I expected. I thought it was fun. It was cheesy, but that was fine. I didn't care. There was a couple of things I don't like about it, but for the most part, it was okay. There we go.
Garrett.
I had heard so many bad things. I'm kind of glad I didn't go see it when it first came out, because everyone I talked to were like, you know what, I didn't like it, or it was okay, and this and that. So I went in with like a total lobotomized idea, like, I don't know anything about this, all I've heard is bad stuff. I know that Bumblebee's not a VW bug. I know that the cars look different than the cartoon.
Yeah, I wasn't upset by any of
Yeah,
those
I'm willing to
little
accept that. And
things.
I don't think I've ever seen a Michael Bay movie before, but I knew what they kind of were.
Yeah.
So I went in and just, I liked it. I had a great time. It was fun to look at, and I liked the interaction.
The graphics were, I thought, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I had, the computer graphics looked believable, finally. I had a good time. Like, the interaction between the Transformers and the kid is kind of comedy and stuff like that. I liked it.
I like Shia LaBeouf a lot, by the way, just as an actor.
I do. I actually really do too.
I like him a lot.
Yeah.
I liked when the robots talked, like, to each other. When they had conversations with each other, I was just like, that's cool. Those robots talking. Derek?
Robots are communicating. They're like people.
They got modems.
I thought that
Pick up
movie
photos.
sucked. You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't even like Shia LaBeouf that much, but I thought he was enjoyable in this movie.
Yeah.
It's just too bad the movie sucked. To me, it was just a really expensive children's movie. The action was alright, I guess.
Mhm.
It wasn't anything mind-blowing or revolutionary. There wasn't anything really that exciting.
Yeah.
I felt like I didn't really care about anybody in that movie at all. And I didn't give a shit about anything that was going on in the screen.
Okay, Derek, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah.
Do you feel, and tell anyone out there, see if you agree with me, do you feel like the one character you would have cared about was Endless Mike from Pete and Pete? Why was he not in the movie more?
Yeah.
He was
He
the
was
guy
the
in
best
police.
part.
That guy's in the movie for about 2.5 minutes, and they're the best 2.5 minutes of the whole movie. What, you eyed my piece, 50 Cent? Huh?
That was
Wanna
good.
do
Endless
something.
Mike DeLuca.
That
Are
was
you on
awesome.
drugs?
Are you on drugs?
I liked John Turturro. I thought he was a good comic relief as the Sector 7 guy.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'll just say what I thought real quick. Do you have anything you want to say, Derek, anymore?
Oh, keep going. We're having a dialogue.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that that I think everything... My opinion on the movie is that I think everything with the robots was really well done. And I think they were straight out of the cartoon, and just everything they did. I never accused the movie of being cheesy. I mean, yeah, a lot of it was cheesy, but I expect that from a Transformers movie, and and stuff like them hiding from the parents, like around the house and stuff. That's
was cool. Yeah, I
that's
like
straight
that.
out. That's straight out of the cartoon.
like
Honestly,
that.
so that's fine. But what really just made me dislike this movie is I felt like anything that wasn't the robots was like. And I know, I really don't know how to say this without sounding like a prude or something, but like, the whole rest of the movie seemed like an episode of Attack of the Show to me, to where it was all just like, almost every gag in the movie was of a sexual nature, and I just got really tired of it. Like I just felt like the movie was really like classless. I don't know how else to describe it, but like, I just felt like it was really like it was jokes about, oh wow, he peed on somebody. Okay, there were like 19 jokes about masturbation. There were like, I don't know. To me, it just seemed like Transformers is a little above that.
I like the parents.
The movie,
No,
to me,
not at all.
a lot.
I would rank that movie about even with Pirates of the Caribbean 3.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I had actually liked Pirates of
don't
the
know about
Caribbean
that.
3 a little bit more in this movie.
Jonathan
I don't know
said
about
he thinks
that.
the third one is his favorite one.
Oh, that's
A POTC?
that blows my
POTC.
mind.
Never seen the third one though, so don't.
Let me say real quick though.
This
Let me.
is the second one.
This is more directed at Derek. Did you know Pirates of the Caribbean 3 cost seriously like to the dollar twice as much as Transformers? How? I don't know where the budget went in
Water.
Pirates of the Caribbean. No, I mean there's
Lots
lots
of
of
water.
special effects and whatever, but that movie has like boats and stuff. Transformers, you saw like cities being destroyed. And so I don't see how it cost half.
A lot
as
of
much
Transformers too, like the action would go by so quick, I would kind of lose track of what was going on. It seemed suddenly like a guy's on a motorcycle and then he's being dragged on the floor shooting at robots, and I was like, what What's going
When
on?
they bust out the Morse code, I was so stoked.
No,
Independence Day!
I liked seeing the whole military aspect because it was cool. Like just seeing the special ops dudes and all their cool guns and their gear. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
The Sector 7 thing is kind of like an Area 51 type Independence Day feel. I don't know. There was a lot of aspects that weren't, not Transformers that I liked about the movie. It was just fun. And then I felt bad for Bumblebee. He got hurt.
I felt like the movie was just like a lot of action and shit happening with no real direction.
That sounds like what Michael Bay movies are, though.
I didn't even think that. See, that's the thing. Is like I think everything in terms of the robots was great. It was just so scarred to me by the completely lowbrow.
Why in the world
everything else
was that one fucking hot Australian girl?
Yeah.
The code breaker or whatever.
Yeah.
The only way
why the hell was she there?
Yeah.
The only way to explain that is the Secretary of Defense walked in and went, "Oh wow, they're really plucking them out of college, aren't they?" It was like,
Yeah.
yeah, but that hot chick wouldn't be some college
Yeah.
code
I
breaker.
guarantee that bitch is not that smart.
Okay, now and the one thing that I thought was funny.
It's not. It's impossible. You're
It's
right.
impossible.
Get a man.
I told
She had a black man.
I told Derek this after the movie, but okay, so Hugo Weaving did the voice of Megatron, and you can't tell in the movie, but I was cracking up because then he has one line and it's so Agent Smith it hurts. All of a sudden he goes, "Why do you carry the cube? Is it for courage? Could it be for fear?" It's like, it's seriously like they ripped audio from the Matrix and just, let's just make it sound like a robot. But he did a great job, whatever. I thought all the voices...
In the movie.
Yeah, spinning.
If you want to talk about robot graphics, people have asked me, what do you think of the robots? They rotated a lot.
They're good at rotating.
Seriously, the robots to me were just cars that would turn into robots with fans on their hands.
Robots with fans. They blow stuff
They
away.
spun very nice.
Dude, but I have to say, like, Megatron and Optimus Prime, like two rival enemies, and then it's just them, and there's about to be a duel, and he does the line, "One shall stand, the other shall fall." That's like a line from the old Transformers movie.
Yeah.
And there was like no final battle between those two. Like, does anyone remember
Optimus
what happened there?
Optimus
Like,
got his ass kicked. He was laying on the ground, and then
Yeah.
the military came in and bombed the shit out of
Yeah.
Megatron.
Yeah, you know, for the first 2 quarters of the movie, like, the
Yeah.
Decepticons aren't even barely in it. It's
No.
basically the robots
Yeah.
and the military
And
chasing
did
each other.
Did the little Decepticon, the little thing that kept popping in and out of the
Frenzy.
cop car, that had a
Frenzy.
name?
Yeah, Frenzy.
Was that in the cartoon?
I don't remember.
I don't remember that at all. And I was a little bummed. I'm gonna get like the super nerd route and
Yeah.
go. I wanted Soundwave.
Yeah.
Maybe in the sequel.
You know, I never watched Transformers, but I watched Beast Wars when I was young.
Yeah, I was less into... I wasn't so much into Transformers as I was Beast Wars. I was obsessed with Beast Wars.
Beast Wars was great.
Beast Wars is fantastic. Seriously,
Make a
if
Beast Wars
they made the sequel just like, oh yeah, by the way, they're all animals now, Beast Wars, I'd be like,
Don't even make an explanation.
don't even set it in prehistoric times. They're all animals.
Did
So-
anyone else pick up on the whole the secret government agency, the Section 7 that the government doesn't even know exists?
Mhm.
That's like the plot for Ghost in the Shell.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Isn't
like
that kind of the
their
plot for-
whole organization is called Section 7, and they're a
Oh.
section of the government that no one knows about, and they have complete authority, and it's like the same name. I just thought that
How many
was
people get pissed on
odd.
in Ghost in the Shell?
I don't know.
I'm sorry, lubricated on.
Maybe a few. Yeah, no.
Hey, has anyone of you guys seen Knocked Up?
No.
No.
Yeah, I saw it. Did you like it? It was alright.
I think we talked
It's
about
alright.
this on a podcast
No, we
already.
didn't. Did
I
we?
thought
Yeah, we
Knocked
did.
Up was... Did
No.
we talk about it already?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I said it was dated.
Yeah.
It was dated.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we talked about
Well, shit.
that.
It's been 3 weeks too.
Yeah.
Well, here's something to talk about. Since The Office and Lost isn't on, here's a new show that I've been watching. Dogfights on the History Channel.
What?
Oh, wow.
Dogfights is this show where they interview old fighter pilots from
Yeah.
World War II.
Yes, I saw
They
Oh, I thought it
these
was
pilots
dogfighting.
just tell badass stories about getting into fucking fights with people, and then they recreate them with CGI.
Dude, I
Whoa.
can
It's
watch that.
it's like the most action packed show on
And then
TV.
There's one where there's like the most famous. They said it was one of the most famous battles. I forget who was involved, obviously, but they had the two guys meet who like fought each other and stuff. It
Oh, I
was
didn't see
fucking
that.
crazy.
I remember the season finale was a episode called "Follow the Japanese Navy," and they just talked about how these American like scout ships brought down the biggest World War II battleship ever made, and it was made by Japan. And it's seriously just the raddest stories ever. The old man's just talking about gun turrets. He's like, suddenly the guns turned to my ship, and it looked like the barrels were looking right down my eyes, and just like talking about all this crazy ass
That sounds
fucking fighting.
I don't know what's gotten into me, but lately I've been on a kick to where I'll get home from work and watch like the military channel, the history channel, and then there's one other channel that's right around there, and it's just like old reenactments of like Vietnam, World War II, that dogfight show you're talking about, and or like even like recent shit that's going on over in Iraq right now, and I don't know what it is about recreated like battles, and then they're interviewing the guys, and it's so interesting. That like it's just like having people fighting with guns. I don't know why, but I guess it's a guy thing, but it's so interesting to me.
Definitely.
Like I'll sit and watch like the reenacted like CGI. It looks like a board game of Risk, and this like English guy's talking about Hitler and the Kessel and all these weird battles in Europe, and it's awesome.
You mentioning Iraq just reminded me of something in Transformers. I'm really sorry about that. The joke about the president in the Transformers, I cringed so hard I couldn't even concentrate.
He crosses
in the
his
whole
feet.
Scene.
George
the
W.
whole,
reference.
There's a whole scene afterwards with Frenzy hacking the thing. I wasn't even paying attention. I had my head in my hands.
Why don't you wrestle me up a ding dong, sweetie?
And I've had so many people tell me that was the funniest part of the movie. And
What?
I pray for you. I pity you. That was.
Wow.
To me,
somebody's pretentious.
no. Oh well, if that's what you have to call me, then by
Bush
means, that wasn't
humor
funny at all.
Bush humor is done.
Is so bottom of the barrel.
Little Bush.
That is so like.
Comedy Central.
Honestly, the only people who did it good was Matt and Trey. That's my Bush, and then it got canceled because of 9/11.
But the comedy of that show wasn't even in that he was George Bush. It's that. It was like a crappy done sitcom, like on purpose. Yeah. That's what was funny. It was that President is dumb, President is dumb. They might have done
true.
That. They did that kind of in the first episode, but they went, hey, that's not funny for more than one episode, so they went on, and nobody has ever gotten over it. So I just want to say that was horrible. Thank you. That's all.
Wow. All right, end of the podcast. Thanks for
All
listening.
right, bye.
Thank you for listening. Garrett, I think we should talk to him about, on subject of movies, we should bring up a discovery that we made today.
Oh, yeah.
I was hanging out at Garrett's house today, and we made a discovery. And we, on a whim, I noticed, we were looking at Garrett's DVDs and stuff, and I noticed that Garrett had a copy of CKY4. Which I have, but I bought it when it came out at Best Buy. Garrett apparently bought it when it came out a lot earlier at like skate shops and stuff.
What skate shop?
And
Avalanche.
They suck. You should go to Retro Sports.
I've been there.
Go to Big Five.
I've been there before.
We'll go there from now on.
So Garrett's DVD has a scene called Shopping Cart Drama that mine doesn't have.
Okay.
What does it have on that, Rocco?
It's when they're doing shopping carts, they get into a huge fight with the people who run the grocery store, and they're like, it's a fight.
You work at Shop and Go and you're fucking hitting people?
Yeah, and it's a full fight, and they ended up, they fought with the people and then sold it on DVD, and they ended up getting a lawsuit. So that's cut out of my version. So Garrett got a really early version, and I remember a long time ago hearing about there were a few copies that went out in the first printing that had Bam Margera and Jen Revell sex video. And they're really, really, really rare.
Yeah.
So we had to find out if he had it on.
Do you have it?
Yeah. We're already stoked because I've got this extra fight footage, and I'm like, yeah, you don't have this? This is like the funniest part of the DVD.
Yeah.
So we're watching, I'm like, yeah, cool. And then he's like, okay, how do we know if we have the sex footage? Because there's only 500 of those?
I don't know.
Or who knows?
Yeah, so, very few though.
Oh, well, we're like, okay, we'll play this one scene, and if the volume's louder, it's supposed to have it. So we go to the scene, and it's like, it's so loud. And I'm like, yeah, I think I remember this being a problem. I just thought the DVD was fucked up. And then, sure enough,
we were having...
Fired up!
Yeah,
it's here, actually. It's in the room.
It's, yeah.
I let Rocco
but you
borrow.
can't... I don't know if we were having trouble playing it. The only DVD player I have in here is the Xbox, and we couldn't get it to work on there. So we put it on... okay. We put it on Garrett's...
This is urgent.
We put it on Garrett's computer, and then through whatever we found it, and... Yeah, what did you think of it, Garrett? Were you entertained by it?
Okay, it's just
review it.
It's so funny because it's about a minute and a half long, and it's this Easter egg of basically like a couple different positions, and it ends on a BJ. And Jen has her top off, panties pulled to the side. Bam's boner is blurred out the whole time.
They had to do that because otherwise they would have to market it as pornography.
Yeah. So, but you get the idea of a rod there, a nice shaft. And it's this, like, purple filter. He put it through the fucking weirdest, like, purple, like, high contrast filter.
What can I use for that?
Yeah, and then played, like, the shittiest techno music over it.
Yeah.
And it's just funny because
Like raver
his
music.
face the whole time is, like, dead serious, like, just, like, looking at the camera, and just, like, he's not moving, but she's riding him, reverse cowgirl style,
Yeah.
and then, he's hitting her doggy, and then they turn around, and she goes down on him, and, it was interesting, but it's,
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
he's hitting her doggy,
Is the
dude.
podcast party over
You
yet?
guys don't know technical terms,
Enjoying
reverse
that pizza?
cowgirl,
Yeah.
doggy.
One email from that guy saying we seem to
Yeah,
curse a
this
lot.
podcast party got intense.
Yeah, so if you're having a podcast party,
Take your pants off.
reverse cowgirl right
Enjoy
now.
that pizza, Aaron.
Anyway, I'm just more stoked that I want to sell this fucking thing. Apparently, it's worth
Yeah.
a lot of money.
Highest bidder.
So,
Contact Garrett.
again, if you want to trade Pokemon, you want to do some battling, send me your friend code, whatever. And then if you're interested in buying CKY4, hook it up.
With sex video.
All right, I saw a movie over last weekend, and I don't know if anyone's seen it. Zombie
Stranger
Nation.
than
Zombie Nation.
No.
You need to watch this movie.
What is it called? Or
Zombie
what is it about?
it was on demand for free in San
Oh.
Jose.
Oh,
dude.
It
awesome.
was the shittiest movie
probably
Oh,
I've
man.
ever seen.
Sounds good.
The light. Okay, it takes place in like a precinct, and it's in a warehouse. Obviously, there are no windows, and
And
the
no
lights
doors.
in the cubicles ever are like lights that we use lights. They're just pointed down at the desk, and it
Oh.
is. There's no zombies until the last 5 minutes, and even then, the zombies are just these girls with their hair messed up, and then a lot of black eyeliner,
Oh,
and that's
man.
it. That's
Wow.
what it is the funniest thing.
Maybe, no, I have not seen it.
And at the end, they eat a dong, and then it's credits.
Sweet.
A dong, a penis. And they eat.
Was it a pornographic film?
Nope.
No, it was blurred out.
Let me tell you.
Blurred out, and Bam looked really
Like
unhappy.
Repenetrator or...
Anyways, if anyone can watch Zombie Nation and get back to me and see what you think of it,
Yeah.
it was great.
And then
I
get him
loved
that Xbox.
It was
He asked for
Rocco. Really, it's on level of Feeders 2, if not worse.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta see it then.
It's
I could
Feeders
probably get
2
it here.
level.
I'll check it out.
Too. Wow.
Feeders 2, classic film. Guys, all check it out.
It's like Octopus 2. That's another one that's up there.
Any emails?
I got real
Yeah.
quick another movie note. Last
Yeah.
quick movie thing. Tomorrow night at the Kensington Landmark Theater in San Diego, a movie called Fido is playing. If you know anything about it,
Oh, it's tomorrow night?
it's tomorrow night as well. If you guys are interested, I don't know. I think I might go. 7:20, I think, or something like that.
I'm gonna be out of town again.
It's like a zombie comedy, but it's like Edward Scissorhands looking, and it's that type of black comedy type thing.
Yeah.
Should be good.
Doesn't
Black
watch them?
comedy.
Like Airplane.
All right.
Like airplane.
Where are we at right now?
It's a satire. It's a period piece.
All right, so
Period piece.
we're 43 minutes in. We haven't even gotten the emails.
I have to pack, so
Where are you going?
Yosemite.
Sean,
What?
I told you this is going to be like a 2 to 3 hour podcast.
Haven't you been
I
to
meant
Yosemite like 5 times?
This
In
podcast,
my
it. Yeah, there's nothing new there, Sean.
I've been like
They didn't plant any new trees.
times.
This podcast
a
party
bunch
is
of
going
trees.
wrong.
It's the same waterfall. It's the same.
Bass Park is down the road.
They got
It's
fucking
Santee
trees.
Lakes down the street.
They got trees.
All right,
Fucking bears.
MEGA64 emails. We need an email theme song while we transition. Ready? Go.
What do you want?
Anything.
Okay.
When you become one, I need somebody who never made love before.
Gotta make love to you, baby.
Got a little love, now got some more.
Gotta make love to you, baby.
Set your spirit free.
Set him free.
It's the only way to be.
Fucking me.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you. Emails.
Thank
All
you for
right.
Emails.
When to become one.
Okay. Our first email is from Eric L. from New Jersey.
The Spice Girls are getting back together.
Yeah, Spice Girls are.
You didn't
getting back
know
together.
they're having a world
Is
tour.
your sister excited, Sean?
I'm sure she's really excited.
She psyched?
Wow.
She's 10 years old again.
She's gonna be mad about that one.
All right, our first email is from Eric L from New Jersey, and he says we'll just power through these. There's a lot of emails, so we'll go real quick. If your house was burning down, you could only save 3 things. What would they be?
My dog.
My 2 cats and my girlfriend.
My lightsaber.
Oh my god! Wow.
I don't know. That's tough. My dog.
Yeah.
You know, there's just that. If my
Yeah.
house was burning down and I had my dog, I wouldn't care about anything else. Because really, you could just replace all of it, right?
Yeah. It's just stuff.
My computer has everything I pretty much need on it, like pictures, video, everything. So I'd take that.
If I saw you running out of a burning house with holding a computer,
Okay, during
No, really, everything I need, like all my important stuff. is there.
Firestorm 2003,
Yeah.
we had to evacuate our house.
Yeah.
Luke seriously jumps out of the house like it's on fire, carrying the computer.
No, but really, people save their valuable. People like put their pictures in fire safe boxes and put stuff like that. All that is on my computer. Like
Yeah.
any
That makes
picture
sense.
I have is there. All the videos we have is there. Like
Why don't
that's
you
all I
use a
need.
backup service?
What's that?
Why don't you use like an online backup service?
I back up stuff to my external hard drives
on the
and stuff.
computer.
So
yeah,
I'll
but
take
that's
that too.
on location. Why don't you use an off-site backup?
Why don't you put a gay dude in your butt?
Whoa,
Wow.
there's no more room. Too many gay dudes.
why don't you go have an off-site conversation?
Wow.
Stay quiet while you're here.
I was just trying to do some advertising.
Sean, what do you think? Anything?
This is gonna sound dumb. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, but
Stranger Than Fiction on DVD.
Milk, cheese, and more cheese.
I
Blue cheese, baby.
December.
still have my blanket from when I was a kid.
Oh my god!
No, wait, listen to
You
me.
should have said Stranger Than Fiction.
No way.
No, yeah,
It's a-
yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's
You
yeah.
have a fucking blankie?
It's not like a blanket. It's a blanket.
Dude, people are just gonna start calling
It's
you
a
lion.
full-size blanket.
People
It's
are gonna
full size,
start-
all right, Garrett.
People
It
are
fits
gonna
in my
start calling
goddamn
you-
queen-size bed.
Dude, I'm just saying the emails are gonna come in. Hey, I got a question for Lioness.
It's fine. I'm ready for it.
I don't get it.
That would be nicer than a lot of the emails that we
Yeah.
get.
The guy from 300.
Who has a blanket?
Yeah, I'll get my fucking blanket. Get over it.
Alright, what else?
My stuffed animals. That was a joke. That probably was a joke. It's in Garrett's face. Jesus.
Garrett's
Oh
face
my
dropped.
Well, he does actually have stuff. Yeah.
My porn. No, I don't. My porn
porn?
stash and my TV. I actually don't have a stash of porn. but-
Honestly, if it, yeah,
It's all on your computer.
No,
You
no,
take
no.
your
It'd be
computer.
my blanket, my cat, my TV.
okay, excluding like animals
Yeah,
or
see,
people.
I'm excluding
Oh.
a live thing.
Well, then
I'm
I'll,
assuming my animals got out.
Yeah, because honestly, all 3 of my things were living things that could probably get out.
Yeah, I would
you know?
pick probably family members. That would
So
be-
I would
oh,
say
yeah, my dad.
my dad, my mom, my dog.
I don't know.
You know, honestly, yeah, I don't know. It'd probably be like the most expensive electronics I have.
Yeah, my TV.
It'd be like my
Yeah.
TV, my video game systems, and yeah,
Oh.
video game.
My iPod got stolen last week
What?
Did it?
That
Yeah.
sucks.
Because my doors were unlocked from the anime convention,
Oh,
fellas.
What?
In the back seat.
What?
Who didn't lock the door?
I locked
you
the
know,
back seat.
I always lock that
Dude,
fucking
I do
door.
too.
Derek, do we
No,
really
because
have
you
to say
guys-
there's
you
always
guys
a constant
yell
unlocked
at
door
me.
in your car and you're blaming
No,
them?
you shouldn't say that.
I don't see which one it is.
Alright. Oh my god.
No, it's nobody's fault. It's my responsibility to lock the doors, but man, I was so pissed off.
Wait, after you got home, you parked your car out front, and then
Yeah, they took my iPod, they took my iTrip, and then they went into my middle console and took my car adapter that I don't even use
you know what?
because my plug is broken. They got like $60 worth
Do
of
you still have my?
accessories.
Do you still have my GPS charger?
Not anymore.
That was in your car.
Really, was it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm glad.
It might still be in there.
I need. Oh, really? Okay.
Hey, I'm glad.
I mean,
they-
I didn't know it was in there, so I haven't looked.
Yeah,
for it.
I brought it that day, and then
Yeah,
remember you
fucking
said like it
conversation.
didn't work. I guess we don't need to talk about this on the podcast.
Yeah. No, it's- oh, yeah.
When he blinks a lot, he's pissed.
You can buy
He's
it
pissed.
now.
If you left it in there and they didn't steal it, then it's still in there.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, check this out real quick. I'm kind of glad they stole your iTrip because that was the shittiest
Yeah, that thing
FM
sucked.
transmitter. If we rode
No, it
anywhere-
worked perfect
No.
for me. But as soon as you left San Diego, it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
right
No,
away.
if we rode anywhere in Derek's car, someone had to cradle the iPod a foot and a half away from the deck of the stereo.
Yeah.
They had to hold it in their hand
You had to like
for the fucking
massage
thing
it
to work.
to get it to work.
Well, it's gone now.
It's gone for
That
good.
sucks, dude.
And they stole my gun lighter.
Oh, that's
That's what
I
pissed
got
me off
one
the
of those.
most. I had a gun lighter in there.
You
know
know
what?
got one of those at the 99-cent store.
Someone just stole my license plates.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Bunch of fucking thieves.
I know.
Why?
I don't know. I was driving around. And all of a sudden, I got a call from the person following me. He's like, "What happened to your license plate?" It's like, "What are you talking about?" And it was gone.
Behind you, get your phone number.
Obviously, they knew him.
No, it was Jonathan. I think.
Yeah.
I think it was Jonathan.
I thought you meant like a stranger.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah, I thought that too.
The dude behind me.
Hey, what?
His name
Who's
was
this?
Kurt.
Maybe it was
I'm
Jessica.
driving
I don't know.
behind you.
The point was that this person called me, and yeah, it was a fucking pain in the ass. I had to pay like I only had to pay $18 to get it fixed, but
You
still,
have to
it's
pay?
to get new license plates.
Yeah.
Because couldn't have that one anymore because it was marked as a stolen car now because they probably put it on a stolen car.
Fuckers, dude.
Jeez.
I don't know. It pissed me off though because well, it's kind of dumb, but like it was 5 MBE, and MBE said was a code for Megatron. So I could call my car Megatron after I saw the movie, but it was stolen.
Fucked up. But
Fucked me up.
But Megatron was MBE 01, not 05, dude.
No, it wasn't 05. It was MBE 01. That was my license plate.
That was your license plate?
No, it was actually MBE 423. But
So anyone
it's
driving-
stolen now.
If you see MBE
License
423,
plate stolen.
do a citizen's arrest. They don't have weapons.
Just screwdrivers.
In a previous podcast, you mentioned that Rich Lotax Kayanka gave a copy of Death Hat to David Cross. Since you're all Mr. Show fans, why don't you try getting him on the show? That'd be really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get right on it.
He's on version
If
3.
you have his phone number, just email it to me and I'll call him up.
Yeah.
And then it'll be done. So
We'll call him. And then he'll be in it.
Because of a copy of Death Hat?
Yeah. Lotax met David Cross in Canada
And
when he
gave
was
him-
there and
and
gave him a
gave
copy
him
of
Death Hat?
and gave him a copy of Death Hat, or it was on
I'm
it
sure
was
he
on a
loved it.
DVD.
I'm sure he watched it. Go ahead.
When the show is over, do you think you guys will have an ending with total closure or a really bizarre finale, like End of Evangelion?
End of Evangelion wasn't that bizarre to me.
If you watch it enough
I think it was.
times,
No, I got it. It really spoke to me.
I got it. I get
Sean,
it.
what'd you think of it?
It's great. I loved it. It's very clear to me. It's like look into like a lake. See fish swimming in the lake.
You see
That's
the
what you're
fish
gonna see
in
on
the
there.
lake, and it's like people because in the fish world is water and our world is air, and you think it's different, but it's really not.
It's a
Think about
personal.
that.
It's a personal interpretation based on your life experiences.
So there's your ending.
That's what consciousness is.
It's a way to peer inward at your soul.
Your soul is what you make of it.
Next question.
Yeah,
Next question.
I believe you.
When you guys finally start selling MEGA64 soundtracks, is it going to include the version 1 score? No.
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 All right. Our next email is from
That was loaded.
Julie D. She calls herself Jules.
Julie
Jules.
does it.
Does it dirty.
I don't know why that just made me crack up.
Remember when we used to make fun of everyone's fucking screen name?
Yeah, well,
Transformers did it though,
let's
so
bring
it's
it back.
kind of dated now.
Is it?
Ladies Man 07.
Yeah, but they just said the name. They didn't
Well,
like. They didn't
All
give
right. Julie does it says.
Does it?
Okay, here's a question for Rocco. You said that Final Fantasy IV was one of your favorite games. Maybe you've already covered this in version 3, but is the reason you've never done a Final Fantasy skit because Derek and Sean hate the series, or can you guys not think of any funny ideas?
Did one.
Not think of any funny ideas. Shut up.
No, honestly, no. It just never seemed that great. And so
Until we did one.
until we might have did one
And
but-
showed it at the
and
Anime
showed
Expo.
it at the Anime Expo.
So if you weren't there,
You
then
fucked
shut
up.
up.
Yeah,
Because you obviously don't have all the information
Jules,
about
you
what
should
you're
have been
talking
there.
about.
You fucked up!
Jules, where were you? Okay. This one is for Derek. In an old podcast, you said you based Horatio on a character you made up in high school. Is there any more story behind this?
Not really. It was a scene called The Bomber. And
Yeah,
It was about a guy bombing the White House, and so I decided to make him a Mexican guy bombing the White House, and that was it.
There you go. You got it.
Boo. Yeah.
Boom.
Gotcha.
And she said, "Oh, by the way, your Bust a Move skit is really funny."
What?
Your
Oh,
Bust a
my
Move skit idea?
Well, thank you.
Dude, I don't remember what that is.
You get different colored water balloons, and depending on what color people's shirts are, you peg them.
Oh, that's pretty good. I wasn't here for that podcast, I don't think.
I don't think so either. Your turn, Sean. Who do you like playing more, Sean or Marcus?
Marcus.
Yeah, I knew that.
He really hates Sean.
I think she wants to know why.
Why?
You're like the most important character of the show, and you don't even like it.
No, I like playing Sean. It's just,
Ever, dude.
Then why do you, Sean? Why do you groan every time you put on the suit and then go, "Oh, I hate playing this character," and then we start
Do you guys have a
every
crowbar?
single time.
Maybe I could be the
every
Sean.
single time, every single time,
every time.
every time.
Marcus is just way easier to play. It's just a puppet.
Well, Jules says, "I also can't believe you put the keyboard back onto the stand in the Battle of the Bands without showing your arm or
Thank you,
anything."
Jules.
That was
crazy.
so good. That
Jules,
was
you got a
good.
good eye, Jules.
Yeah.
What happened, Jules, was we had that what was it, a sheet
Yeah.
in front of me, so I held it up with my arm as I used my other hand with the mouth to push it up.
That
Brilliant.
That take.
Brilliant.
That was my one credit. Like, I can't believe Sean did that without us seeing what was going on. That was awesome. That was props to you, Sean.
Thank you, Garrett.
Props to
And
Marcus.
thank you, Jules.
Thank you, Jules. Oh, Jules has just a couple more. In the credits of your show, it says costumes by TD Philostrate and Vanessa Lucky. Out of curiosity, which costumes did Vanessa Lucky make?
Link's costume.
Link. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
It's
That's
pretty
it.
She
widely
made some
used.
cloaks that we use a lot, but
Yeah, there's some cloaks.
that was not for the show, though.
yeah.
This was no.
But no, it's pretty much just Link. Kept her in the credits because, hey, we've used that costume a couple times.
Exactly.
Good
but-
job.
Are she and Jenny Lucky related to Ian Lucky? If so, talented family.
Yes, they
Yes.
are related.
Yes, and no, they're not.
Wow.
Wow. There you have it. Last question. Who is your absolute favorite director? I gotta
hard
go.
to pick
I'm
one.
I'm Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, I say Steven
Sorry.
Spielberg.
Yeah. I mean, I like stuff. I like, hey, Stanley Kubrick does some cool stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Whatever.
God, there's a lot.
There's a lot of cool directors,
Steven
but
Spielberg
you gotta
and
give it up.
Stanley Kubrick.
You gotta get up for Spielberg.
Nah, Spielberg for me.
I gotta go George Romero, Takashi Miike, and Kubrick.
Thank
So
you.
that's 3.
Thanks for the little noise at the end.
Spielberg and Kubrick. And
So I can't
Who
zone it
did-
down to one.
who did Big Trouble in Little China?
Fuck, I don't know.
Isn't
John Carpenter.
no Big Trouble in Little China?
Yeah,
oh,
John
Big Trouble in
Carpenter,
Little
too.
China.
There are so many
No,
good
honestly,
directors.
I want to say it's Michael Bay.
No way, really?
I don't think so.
Look it up.
It was some director that I was like, no way, but I can't remember.
I love that movie now.
We'll look it up later.
Alex
Alex
ride the Pork Chop Express on a lonely night.
Alex M asked, "Hey MEGA64, I like your videos and stuff. I have
Alex
two questions."
Mack. Ah,
Mac,
that's a giveaway.
God, Alex, sorry, don't care what anyone says. She was.
Smoking hot.
who the fuck is Alex?
Yes, she was.
Mack?
You don't remember the Secret World of Alex Mack?
That show was good.
She could turn
What's a good
into
show?
Capri Sun.
What? Wait, that name sounds familiar, but all I can think of is like Clarissa Explains It All.
It was another
No.
Nickelodeon show.
It was a Nickelodeon
Yeah,
show, though?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, he asks. He has two questions. If you were a bird, what kind of bird would you be?
Next question.
Next question. How much does Sean weigh? Thanks a lot.
That's rude. That's a rude question.
Wow. You want to
It's
just
a
move on,
sensitive
Sean?
subject.
Are you calling him fat?
You know what, though? 1 second.
Are you trying to say
Okay,
Sean's
yeah.
fat?
I'm fucking done with people asking how much I weigh. I'm fucking done with girls saying that they wish they had my body. It's fucking stupid. I know, right? They're like, I just fucking wish I had like your stomach and like your legs. Like, shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
slut.
seriously, dude.
And you know what though?
Hot fucking shit.
Let me tell you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you
I
this
did.
though. You don't go to a fat person and say, "Hey, you're fucking fat. How much do you weigh?" It's the same fucking thing. I can't gain weight. Get off my ass about it.
But do you want to gain weight? I don't
No.
think you do.
Yeah, I would. I guess you're right. I'd rather be skinny than fat. But still, fuck you. Fuck you. 145 pounds.
Okay,
I wish I had your
Where
figure or
was
your
that?
legs.
What?
You should have offered her your dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Fucking.
No, I'm saying, no, I have clothes on. So I'd probably like 140.
Really? Oh, you
That's all
weigh less than me
140.
then. You weigh less than me.
Yeah, me too.
We also
How much
told
do you weigh?
Yeah, that's true. I weigh buck naked 145.
Dang.
Yeah, so I'm 140.
What about buck
Naked.
naked with like another guy?
Then we weigh. It depends on the guy, but anywhere from 204 or to I don't know.
Oh, that's a young kid. All right,
I like him small.
like him compact.
Who's this from?
This is from Mark.
Wait, Mark what?
His email address. I'm not going to give it out, but it's Marcus Teresa at whatever.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's good.
So there you go. Yo, MEGA64. In the last episode of version 1, there's a scene with a guy riding a bike and holding a lightsaber. What the hell is this from?
What? Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
It's footage from a video that Ian Lucky made with a friend of ours, Aaron Johnson, for a school thing.
What was it called?
The making of the miracle worker.
You know what? It's up on YouTube.
It is up on YouTube.
Check this
You're free.
out.
You're free to view it. Google or search that on YouTube. Check it out. It's up.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Why is this podcast so heavily Ian Luckied?
It's,
Or just in general?
No, this podcast has been. There's been like 7 Ian
Yeah.
Lucky topics.
It's a lucky podcast.
no, that got a Seinfeld noise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just the way it worked. But anyway, it's from a
lot of
video.
people writing about
And
Ian.
that guy, his name is Jonathan Jappy, one of our friends from
Dude,
school.
I've got a me on my Nintendo that says Jappy. and
I
I'm
made
like,
that.
Who
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck
him.
is that?
Yeah, that's
That's
him.
the guy.
Okay.
He's in Iraq now.
Yeah,
Stay alive.
but he had a lightsaber on a bike at one point.
Who's gonna bring his DVDs home?
I think he still has it with him
Hold
now.
on, bum.
He's not in Iraq anymore, is he?
I think he went back.
I don't know. He's in heaven. No.
Who's gonna bring? Who's gonna bring his
not even funny.
lightsaber
That's
home?
not
It's
funny.
funny when we don't know the person.
No, he's home. He's home. He's
Oh
safe.
my
He's home.
god.
He's a good
I
guy.
love you, Jappy.
I love
Jappy, love you.
You too.
Why do you call me no more?
Uh,
Next question's from Ion. What was the first game
It's Ian
system?
in
What was the
disguise.
first game system you owned? First game you played?
First, just my own.
I'm gonna take a
owned
stab
it.
and say it was all regular Nintendo for all of us.
Yeah.
Am I,
No,
right? No. What was yours,
100%
Sean?
NES. What were
What?
you? You
What was yours?
My first Super Nintendo was the first.
Super
system.
Nintendo?
Really?
Was the first one?
My parents wouldn't buy me one.
Really?
No
No
matter how
kidding.
bad I want.
Interesting.
have a
Interesting.
Nintendo?
No, the first game I played my friend's Nintendo all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
But my first game that I played that was mine was
Yeah.
Super Mario World.
Yeah. Oh, that's
First system for me that I had NES. First game I played was probably Super Mario Super Mario Duck Hunt at
cool. Yeah.
Combo.
Mine too. That was mine.
Yeah, those two. The first game that I really got into, other than that though, was Gyromite.
Oh,
Yeah, you really got into Gyro.
I'm the only person I know who
Yeah.
actually played
that
that
like
game a lot.
bonded
like,
with Gyro.
the robot. Like did it
No,
the right way.
here's the thing though, because it was my brother's. He had it before mine, and he had the robot Rob, but broke it,
Oh,
and so just gave me the game because the robot was broken. He didn't want to play it, so I would play that game by myself and just play both parts.
really?
Yeah, I would play control it and play the robot part too. And then there was another version of the game where you could just play by yourself, and I'd play that all the time too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man, I love that game.
That was a good game. His next question: are any of you getting an iPhone?
No.
I would like one, but probably not.
Yeah.
I wanted. I've always wanted. I mean, I saw it. Yeah, I wanted one. Whatever. But whatever. I didn't need to get one until some guy had one after Anime Expo.
Oh,
After
yeah.
our panel, as soon yeah, he let me check it out. Whatever, and I want one now. So I'm probably gonna get one really soon
Oh,
because I need a new phone anyway.
of course you will.
Yeah. No. Totally. Absolutely.
God, fuck you, Rocco.
Thank you. Who's your favorite person on Jackass?
Brandon
Easy.
DiCamillo.
Yeah, Brandon DiCamillo.
Brandon DiCamillo.
That's like number one.
But in the second movie, since he really wasn't in it, actually wasn't in it, Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville
Yeah.
was the
Stepped it up in that
man in
movie.
the second one. No
The
kidding.
humor, the mannerisms, and everything about Knoxville, and maybe Ryan Dunn. But
Yeah.
When they go,
but
that,
DiCamillo all the way.
when
Yeah.
that riot gun hits all of them,
Oh yeah.
and then
Yeah.
stands there and takes it,
Uh,
doesn't
Yeah.
fall down,
he loves it.
and then goes to his face.
Seriously.
How's this? Is this to him?
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
Yeah.
What a fucking badass.
Seriously, so badass. Well, that's cool. Okay, this guy's got a bunch of questions. We're gonna power through these real fast. Okay.
Okay.
All right, this is from Devin F. Have you ever been recognized while filming a skit in public?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Why did you have a forklift in the first Spike TV Video Game Awards commercials?
Because that was at my work, well, my old work, and we needed to use it to put the background behind the TV.
Yes. What is your favorite Ali G skit? I think...
Bruno in the last episode.
What was
Bruno
that
at
again?
Daytona Beach.
At Daytona
or
Beach.
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah,
dance
yeah.
with
Gay
that
Spring
guy.
Break.
Dance with that guy at the square dance.
I gotta go with Gay Spring Break.
I have to go with Ali G's roundtable on medical ethics, where at the end he talks about breasts.
Oh God!
And they stare at each other for a second, and Ali G just goes respect. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Although
one.
you know what, Ollie G with like all the religious leaders.
Yeah.
Oh my
that's a good
God.
one. That's a good one. Sean, what's yours?
Any round table thing that he does with
Yeah,
anyone.
I like them all.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Shah. Next.
I was listening to a really old podcast, and Rocco mentioned he was playing Final Fantasy XII. So what are your thoughts on it?
Love it.
It was great, except the story died by the end of it, and that disappointed me. But otherwise, fun game.
There was too much turn-based fighting in it, so it sucked.
I'm still playing it, and I'm having a great time.
Will the MEGA64 time DVD have commentary for the ads and the random skits, or just one? Commentary is pretty much on everything. We just said that on our website.
It's on everything.
What was your favorite reaction that you've gotten filming a skit?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. The look
Yeah.
on that woman's face when Rocco takes a bite out of the hot dog in the Mist video.
In the Mist video?
That
Yeah. There's my real favorite one I can't talk about because it's in a skit no one's seen yet. But I have to say probably the Mist video when the homeless guy said, "You're sick." That's mine. What about you?
When Derek said, or you know what, just that fucking bitch yelling at us at Red Steel. I think that could be my
Yeah,
favorite.
okay, yeah, that was good.
So
That was
Balboa
Wait,
Park
which
all
one-
around.
Which one did you?
good.
Huh? Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
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 What?
We can't talk. For everybody at home, sucks for you.
It isn't.
I don't know. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then,
Sorry, everybody at home.
Forget it. Well, it doesn't matter.
We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Derek doesn't know what we're talking about.
Dude, that one's great.
That's my favorite.
Dude, I was scared for you.
That got the biggest laugh.
That got a huge laugh at Anime Expo. Seriously.
Everyone gasped too.
Yeah, people were like, yeah.
Oh, that guy at the end.
Not
No.
that guy.
No. The guy that was super nice.
I'm
Oh,
walking.
I
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, everybody at home.
Dude,
That's-
that guy's fucking
Yeah,
nuts.
that was funny.
Mega 64 private conversation of the day.
Back to the podcast.
Back to the podcast. What's your favorite episode of Lost? Expose. The episode. No, it's the episode with whatchamacallit?
Paulo and Nikki.
Paulo and Nikki.
That's a good episode.
That's my favorite episode.
Jin's episode where he goes and beats up the guy instead of killing him, and I don't know. Hurley's episode.
Ask for one,
Plane,
Derek.
somehow she's pregnant.
It's hard to pick a favorite one episode.
Sawyer's a hick. Hurley's fucking fat. I don't watch that show. Next.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
I'd say my least favorite episode when Jin loses her ring, and when Charlie starts having
dear
hallucinations.
God, both of those are god awful.
I didn't know there were hobbits on the fucking island.
Quick questions, ready?
Charlie, right?
From Thomas K. Where did you guys derive the title for the episode's the gangs returned to class and became
Rocco.
honor students? That's from River City Ransom.
Yeah,
What about
obviously.
What about This Story is Happy End? That's from Ghosts and Goblins. To everyone, when and where did you guys get footage of Dean Cain used in the version 1 documentary?
Oh, yeah.
When they were filming the Lacey Peterson story in San Diego.
Yeah, in my uncle's neighborhood. What has been the biggest screw up you've made while putting something together for MEGA64?
Yeah.
Ooh, good question.
Me, I'll take credit for all our screw ups.
Oh.
Was it really our screw up with the?
I didn't turn the camera on when we filmed the Dead Rising skit,
Yeah.
and I completely erased the hard drive when we were editing together the Dreamcast rap.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Wow.
We were just-
What
Really?
about-
I forgot about the biggest screw ups. Really? They were both Derek.
What about
So suck
Wow,
on
that's
that.
kind of says
the
something.
one that wasn't your fault? I would say was the botch of our the Halo 3 joke.
Oh.
At the award-
at
Oh,
Oh
Game
yeah, that
Developers
one was all
Conference.
Rocco's fault.
That wasn't. That was not my fault.
Yeah, it was.
It was their fault, but we
Yeah.
had a.
But it was actually.
presentation
But
guy.
everyone there was in on the joke. I really think it was just a computer problem, unless somebody's lying to me. Anyway, a few years ago, Richard Kayenka, Low Tax, delivered a speech at the University of Illinois, and you guys came up. He mentioned you guys were doing a double dragon skit, yet no such skit exists to my knowledge. Whatever became of that?
Are we ever going to do that?
We had an idea, and really, we were about to film it like a week after that whole thing, but it didn't happen, and then we were going to try it again.
Like, not that long ago.
Not that long ago.
Almost
and it,
did it. We came very close to doing that skit, but I don't know if we ever will now.
yeah,
So
like...
close that I called Rocco to see what time we were filming it, and we didn't do it.
Yeah,
The day of, we decided
the
not
day
to.
of, it was like, maybe this isn't that great. But I don't know. Who knows? I don't. What has been the single most embarrassing experience in your life so far? Wow, that's kind of heavy.
Yeah, wow.
Embarrassing?
In 8th grade, we had to take a test on the Constitution, and if you didn't pass the test, you wouldn't be allowed to graduate
I
8th
love
grade.
this story.
What?
Dude, when we were taking that test, I ripped the biggest fart.
Yes!
The room was
God,
silent,
I still laugh about
and I
that.
shook the walls. And everybody in the room stopped taking the test and asked who it was. Everybody just stood there, wanting to know who it was.
Were you nervous or what?
So I just stood up and I was like, "That was me. I'm sorry."
Oh my god.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm nervous or what?
No, it's just the Constitution test we're taking, and I really had to rip one. It was to the point where I couldn't move without farting. So when you're at that point, you got to bite the bullet and just
Hey, seriously, I don't
face
know.
the Reaper.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but during Transformers, I couldn't not stop farting.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, okay, good. Because it was loud, and I would wait till, like, an action sequence, and I would...
After I farted, I remember somebody in the room said, "Who sneezed?" And then this girl named Tina Nunez goes, "That was some sneeze."
Oh, dude.
Wow.
I don't really have... Not that I can remember,
Yeah.
honestly, like, a super embarrassed in public. I get, one time I was walking through the hallway at school, and I was talking to someone with my head turned, and I walked into a pole and fell
Oh,
over.
that's always embarrassing.
But that was like a high school, walked into a pole, fell over, everyone, but I didn't know any of those people, but it was embarrassing. I guess that would...
Oh, I got it.
Yeah?
This goes way back to, I think, 2nd grade.
Okay.
And I had a crush on this girl named Renee Potter. And I didn't know, I wanted to ask her to be my girlfriend, didn't know what to say. Saw in the movie that you should ask her to go steady. So I said, "Do you want to go steady?" She said, "Yes." And we started, she meant studying. That's what she heard.
You want to go
Study. And then, yeah, that was really, really, because she told her friends what happened. Oh, it was horrible. God.
Wow.
He said that he wanted to go study, but he thought study was the door.
Fucking nightmare.
I don't think I have any... I can't think... I've been embarrassed before, but I'm always, over it. Like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Do you ever have things where you just think about, all of a sudden you get that pit in your stomach, like, oh, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
things
I
that
can't
just,
think
like...
of anything off the top of my
But
head,
there's this,
though.
like,
But
all of a
I know they
sudden,
are.
an idea comes to you, something that happened, and it's like, shit. And, you have to, say,
Yeah. Oh,
God.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Fuck that up.
But I can't think of any.
All right, well, I guess
I'll
you're
be-
perfect.
We'll
Happened
go
to me
back to
today
that.
when I
I
got
am.
up to go to the fucking get a drink during the best trailer of Transformers.
Renee Potter, if
Oh,
you're listening,
yeah.
I still love you. So,
What's your favorite Jackass skit? I gotta go golf course air horns from the movie.
wow.
Oh.
I don't know. Have I watched it
can't
recently?
remember, really.
Yeah, we haven't
There are
watched Jackass
some
recently.
that, I'm in tears when I watch, but I just...
I really like the treadmill from the show, too. When they're all just screwing around on the treadmill.
Yeah.
The theater premiere of version 3 is getting close. Is there anything you guys want to tease the fans with? Like maybe an audio clip from one of the episodes?
Nah.
Already did it.
I already did it.
Yeah, just make sure you don't clap.
This email I'm not going to read. There's a guy named Tan from Santa
I
Clarita.
heard that one.
I heard that one.
Garrett just...
Garrett
I
got
picked that one up. I
Thanks.
felt that one.
Felt bass on
High
that
pitched.
one.
No, it's high pitched.
A guy
You don't
named
smell those.
A guy named Tan, Asian Wonder Boy 6 from our forums. He's emailed me almost every day asking if the fight was fake at the end of the version 1 documentary.
He messaged me on MySpace
Really?
and in the forum.
Yeah, dude, you gotta stop. Sorry, no offense, you gotta stop. We've said it was fake.
No, it's not real.
Sometimes, so nope.
100% fake.
All right, next email is,
It really is real,
from
man.
Edward
Very much so
R.
now.
I've been watching your more recent works, and I've noticed that Derek seems to have a lip ring. I'm just wondering how this is handled in the show. I'm not trying to nitpick, but it would seem kind of weird the character suddenly has a lip ring if he's trapped in the dungeon the whole time.
I take it out when we film the show.
Yeah. Have we left it in with Horatio, though? I can't remember.
I think we have.
I think Horatio will have a lip ring,
Every now and then.
but Derek won't. Yeah.
Here's how it is. Sometimes we're filming.
I don't know that. No, I think you took it out.
Sometimes we're filming, but if the day gets long, I've been around where it's like, fuck it, just film it, whatever.
Yeah, leave it in.
I'm not taking it out again.
Hassle to get in and out.
All right, power through these. Annette, wait, no. This is from... I think this is one of the guys that was at Anime Expo.
This is from Annette Benning.
One of
I
the
don't...
guys?
Yeah, but
Jokes
I don't
keep getting
see...
better.
Is there a name?
Annette's a girl's name.
No, the email is from there, but I think this is someone's... Yeah, they're using their mom's email
What's the
address.
fucking question?
Okay, first question. What video games are you guys currently playing? I'm playing Ninja Gaiden Sigma for the PS3.
The tank game on Wii Play?
I'm playing Pokemon Diamond for the DS, Pokemon Battle Stadium for the Wii, and Resident Evil 4 for the Wii, and Final Fantasy 12 for the PS2.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4 on the Wii too for me.
And
Going back.
that's it.
I'm playing the Bigs for the Wii.
Biggs.
The Bigs.
You're a fucking sports fan, aren't you?
Yeah,
Everyone, if you don't know this by now, Sean loves baseball.
I do.
Loves the San Diego Padres.
I love the Padres. I love playing softball.
If you're coming to Comic-Con, bring him like a catcher's mitt or a Padres
Or a piece of cheese.
pennant or a flag or some cream
You already
cheese.
said that.
Or, in my case, some blue cheese, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Or a tampon. Yeah.
You can bring any of us cheese.
But you know what,
I'll
though?
Eat it.
Because I love playing Wii Sports, so I thought maybe this would be the same. It's pretty close. It's a lot of fun. The Bigs is good. There we go.
Big
Oh,
up.
one good Wii game.
Bigs
All right.
up.
The let's see. Since you guys have two different composers to work on both version discs, do you have a different composer for version 3?
Have you ever heard of John Williams? Because we nailed him. He's Version
just
3.
joking.
I don't
Alan
think he's gay.
Silvestri.
I've nailed him, and that's why he's doing it.
I don't think he's gay, though.
He is now.
Oh.
You
Jo-
ever heard of a guy named Steven Sondheim?
Nope.
How about Gershwin?
How about Bach?
Uh,
Josh will be back. Josh Jones will be back for version 3. Rocco, did you get Adam a new shirt? No. 4. Derek, what are your thoughts on the new Smash Brothers news? Anything?
Looks great.
Have you seen the new level they announced?
Yeah.
What?
Elden's Bridge from
The bridge
Twilight
from
Princess, the
Twilight
bridge
Princess.
with the duel on it.
Cool.
And the guy charges through and like bombs the bridge and stuff.
He bombs it, and then the teleport will show up above it and replace the thing.
I'm so excited about Solid Snake.
Yeah. I'm just excited about the game in general.
Yeah, the game looks great. They have this new sticky bomb where you can throw it at people, and then after a timer, it'll blow off. But if you touch any other character, the bomb will stick to them.
So it's like hot potato, basically.
Basically,
It looks really fun.
They're doing a lot of cool stuff with it. I'm
Yeah.
really happy.
Yeah. 5. What movies are you guys currently excited for?
Fucking nothing.
Derek and I were just talking about how really, like, this was a disappointing year for movies. Like, there really wasn't...
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter I'm really excited about.
I'm mildly excited
Yeah,
about that.
not really.
The preview looks
For me.
rad.
That was a good
But-
trailer. Actually, that was a really good trailer.
I
to be
I
honest.
haven't seen the trailer for it,
It was really
Yeah,
well
but I didn't
done.
think the last movie was very good.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, that new Rambo movie looks really gory, but I'm not that excited
Ooh,
about
when
it.
does that come out?
I don't know.
That does look fun.
That
It
looks
looks
fun,
Like,
but-
like that's all I want from it.
I want the Evangelion movies.
You know what? I heard that they're making a movie out of Stephen King's short story, The Mist, which is
Oh, yeah.
the longest story from his book Skeleton Crew. But
That'd be
anyways,
cool.
I'm looking really forward to that because that's gonna be fucking super violent.
like-
Yeah.
Do you guys
Good.
want to see Superbad at all?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
I think it
but
looks
Michael
interesting.
Cera so much.
Yeah, I like him, so I'll
Yeah.
see it. I think that'd be.
Isn't it funny? I like him because of Tim and Eric.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
seen him in anything
Arrested
other than
Development,
I've
that's
never
fine.
seen him in anything.
I
but
like him-
Kitty Cat Man.
I liked him in Arrested Development, but it was his web videos actually that made me like him even more.
The Kitty Cat Man and the whole like him replacing Tom Peters.
So,
Yeah. It was
that
really
is
good.
great.
so awkward.
Kangaroo Town, great.
No, but I'm actually if this counts, I'm looking for. There's a new Evangelion movie at the end of the year, so I'm looking forward to
That's
that.
me and Rocco.
I don't know if that counts.
And Derek.
That's kind of
I haven't
good.
heard about that.
There's a,
Yeah, this September in theaters in Japan. It's a
there's a
new.
zombie movie starring Nicole Kidman coming out.
What?
The Invasion.
Yeah, the invasion. Yeah, that actually. I have the trailer on the PS3. It looks really cool.
I thought
It's
it
a
was
zombie
cool.
movie.
Yeah, it looked really
It's like
cool.
an alien zombie movie kind of
Oh,
thing.
I'm down.
Not
with
really so much. Yeah, it's more of
But,
just like a
they're-
weird.
They're infested by aliens, but they become zombies.
Yeah, it's kind of zombie-ish.
But I thought it looked cool.
It looked cool to me. Yeah, I'll see that. I'm excited to see that. Whatever. Next question, Sam M. I noticed at the end of episode 4 of version 2 that the episode was dedicated to someone named Mitchell. Who is that?
There's a dude. We know.
There you go. There you have it.
Dude, we know.
No,
Mitchell was someone that we knew.
It's gonna get
I remember
awkward.
this.
No, it's not. It's
It's not gonna get
the
awkward.
sad part.
Yeah,
This is
this
a
is kind of
sad
sad,
story.
but Mitchell was someone that we knew in high school, and who was a really funny guy, and I think if he ever was in MEGA64, you guys would have adored him. And so, around when we were filming that episode, he passed away.
I don't know. He had some kind of mental handicap. We don't.
He had,
I don't
he
know.
had a mental handicap of some sort, and I don't think, we never got the whole
we
picture
never-
on that,
yeah.
did we?
But
never got a straight
He was
answer.
the nicest kid.
Yeah, he was the nicest
It was
kid.
funny
and-
because it was our senior year and he was a freshman and he just showed up at where we ate lunch and just hung out with us for the rest of the year.
yeah.
And it was the coolest guy.
This just so everyone's clear, this kid, the first time I ever met him, I went to shake his hand, and he told me he was electrocuting me,
Yeah.
and then he started throwing out all this Pokemon jargon at me, and I knew like, okay, this kid, I'm gonna be hanging out with this kid.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, so yeah,
You know-
so you guys would have really loved to.
Yeah.
what's
With
that?
impressions, Rocco does the. Like, well, I don't know if you still want to do it now, but the best Mitchell impression, like he nailed it. It's perfect.
He would do he would go up to like there'd be a vending machine and he'd walk up to it and he would talk about the vending machine at first and then go into something else. Well, there's a bag of chips I wanted the vending machine. Banjo-Kazooie's not a very good game. I think I take it back. Stupid Jigglypuff! Like you would just
That's it. That
Really,
was exactly
like,
it.
it would just-
But dude, that kid was.
Yeah.
We all love that
you
kid.
never knew what he was going to say next, and he was just
Yeah,
so
so much fun.
he was a lot of fun
Anyways, so yeah, he passed away right when we finished the episode.
when we
so-
finished the episode. So it just seemed right.
And you
to
heard
put
that
there.
through a teacher, right?
No, we went to the funeral.
Yeah, we went
that's
to the
right.
funeral.
But yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer. But,
Anyways, that's a sad. I'm all sad.
yeah, no, wow.
Play sound effect.
bummed
Nice.
out.
Happy.
Nice question.
I don't think I'll play the Seinfeld noise right now, but anyway, yeah, he was a really cool guy, and we'll miss him. Bruce B asks.
Bruce, bitch.
Oh, turn on the funny.
Oh man, there you go. Earned it. Let me start off by typing. I'm a longtime fan of MEGA64. That understood. I recently discovered the joy of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and it noticed many similarities between them and you.
What?
Blah, 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 and he goes through all the things.
They
I was
copied us.
wondering if you guys knew this. Was it intentional, as sort of a tribute to MST3K, or was it all a coincidence?
No, it's all coincidence.
All completely coincidence. Guys in jumpsuits kidnapped by a scientist. There's nothing completely. I mean, I came up with that concept pretty much when I was born.
Yeah.
So I don't know where
Who's
they
Mike
get off.
Nelson? I don't know.
God, I don't know either.
Who's that guy?
Hopefully, if he's someone funny, great. But it doesn't sound funny.
Hope he never shows up again.
I hope he just vanishes. This is from Andy. Andy360.
Ooh.
Wow. I wonder what his
No
console
joke
choice.
needed.
Quick question. I travel a lot, and in a lot of the countries I find bootleg copies of many movies, including ones that have just or haven't even come out yet in theaters. How would you feel if you found out somehow copies of your DVDs were being bootlegged in other countries? Would you be flattered that MEGA64 might be reaching international interest, or outraged from being robbed of your cut of the profit?
Apparently you're huge in Italy, right?
Apparently we're huge in Italy. It'd be kind of in the middle, because I've seen our stuff pirated before, and I ended up partaking in it just because I was really excited by
Me
that.
too.
Yeah, no, Sean too. Like,
Downloaded version 1.
we've
Like,
downloaded
okay.
torrents of
You
our own
torrented
stuff.
your
Oh,
own-
absolutely.
Well, I mean, it's already
exciting.
happening.
It's exciting.
Jump on the bandwagon.
It's exciting. I think if it got to a point where
Did you see
that
it?
was increasing,
No,
No,
I
you
didn't
didn't- you
see
didn't
it.
see-
I feel like people are supportive enough of our stuff to where it's good and it's exciting to see that. But I think if it got to a point, obviously, where it was like, oh wow, our DVDs aren't doing so good, then I might be sad. So it's completely conditional. I think.
So you're saying you're not going to be like the drummer from Metallica about Napster about it, but you know,
No, but you kind of
But
prevent
like,
stuff from happening.
this
if
thing,
you
Metallica has a
do
lot of
that.
money. We're just like financing this on our
Yeah,
own.
yeah, you're
Oh,
robbing
yeah,
from
I
like.
don't know. Fuck Metallica.
yeah, I agree with that. I don't even want to speak that gentleman's name. That's why I notified him as the drummer.
Good one.
The best dude kisser.
Yeah, guy who likes butts.
Emmanuel S. from Orange, California.
Man,
Ask-
smells.
Apparently he does because he sent me a whole email of defending Linkin Park after we bashed them.
What?
on this.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
God.
I'm not
Wait,
even
did
gonna
he?
read that.
I thought I saw my name at the end of that.
Yeah, he mentioned us all.
What did he say?
I closed it.
I don't get, whatever.
It doesn't even matter.
This is from Andrew N1 fan.
I'm gonna find that.
Hi Rocco, I'm fan from Czech Republic. I have great idea for new video, Max Payne bullet time. If you think it's cool, just realize if you think it's not, fuck it.
Do you think these are
Next
fans?
email.
I think that's fake, right?
No, it was from a Czech Republic email address.
How do you do that? How do you find that out?
You look it up.
Wow.
It's called Google. It's called Google. Cold War. Jake asks, my friend and I are doing our best to make it to your version 3 world premiere at Comic-Con or after it, whatever. Unfortunately, we've been able to get a hotel room, and well, we're making the trek from Wisconsin and can't stay in a relative's house.
No, you don't.
We were talking at work last night and we came up with an interesting idea. Feel free to laugh at this and add it to the list of creepy things fans have done. But we were wondering, if you had a hotel room or if you were driving from your houses or what. So for lack of less creepy way to ask this, is there any way we could crash with you guys?
So creepy.
It's so creepy.
Wow.
Probably not, huh? Yeah, well, it's worth a shot. All right, thanks. Looking forward to Comic-Con. What do you, Sean, Kenny?
It's just like I feel bad, driving down here to see it, but
Yes, dude, Sean, someone on our forums is on a 2-day bus ride to the Go
What?
premiere.
you're a liar.
I'm not joking. They posted it today. Whether or not they're serious, whatever, but they said it's a 2-day trek.
What?
Yeah.
They're gonna be very disappointed.
You gotta hand it to. I mean, you asked the question. The worst they could say is no, which
Yeah.
is probably what they're gonna say.
Right.
But you gotta hand it. I mean, you got the balls to ask.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, you got balls to ask.
I'll get back to you. But 2 days on a bus? That kind of thing scares me because it's like so much pressure for us now. It's like, oh god, it's like
Yeah,
oh,
it's a lot of pressure on us.
God, I don't have to do that. It's gonna come out sometime.
Connor D asks, just briefly, did you see Spider-Man 3? Did you think it was good? Didn't we already talk about that?
Yeah, go back to podcast 18.
Is that what it was?
I'm just guessing.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
fucking know.
I think we did. And final email of the night from Sebmal asks, hey guys, I was wondering if you'd consider having Ian Lucky on as a guest on your podcast. I'm pretty sure he'd want to, as in 100% sure, because he told me. All right, podcast 21. Thank you, everybody. Any closing notes, closing thoughts, anybody?
No.
Thoughts going around. Go on our website, check out.
The next
Yeah.
podcast will be in 2 weeks from now. Is that Comic-Con?
I don't know. It might be close. It might be right before Comic-Con.
Might be right before Comic-Con. Go on the website, buy the DVDs, and buy MEGA64 shirts while you still can.
What?
Are we gonna say who the winner is?
Oh, we're going to announce the winner of the MEGA64 challenge.
On our next podcast, right before Comic-Con.
Our next podcast, right before Comic-Con. No, we are going to announce a winner. Check on the website. It's not going to be on the podcast.
We got some final voting to do.
We got a couple, a little more, some politics in
But
motion.
You
We got some controversy over
won't,
this.
you won't see any pictures online. Don't worry. Don't worry. Nothing.
Thank you,
You made it
everybody. Thanks. And don't forget to buy tickets for our screening, July 26th, and MEGA64 Time on DVD on sale, July 26th. Buy it. Ching, ching, ching. Respect.
Buy it, flip it, watch it, like it, take it, give it to
Stop
a friend,
formatting.
and he will like it, and you take it, share it, watch it, and you learn it, memorize it, put it back, you take it, and you burn it.
Fucking yearn it. Fucking yearn it.
Bye, everybody.